Assalamu alaikum. Okay, slides. That was part of the show. Haha. Like, كيف حالكم? I was worried about being the first presenter, عشان if everyone is awake or not. This is not recording, don't panic. It's just, I like to keep it there, it's my friend. طيب, so, first things first, there is a very important fact that اليوم, today, I am actually wearing Superman socks. For the right amount of applause, I will show you my Superman socks that has a cape. For the right amount of applause. Superman socks with a cape. Thank you. I'm experimenting with a new style of presenting, so it's still alpha mode. If it doesn't work out, I'm sorry. Two things I'm trying to do different with presenting. One, not to do only slides, but would actually have multimedia in it. And two, not preparing for the presentation. So I'll try to be really fast. Inshallah, I do this in 7 minutes, 8 minutes to have more time in questions. That'll be more engaging. So, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Play. So there are about over 400 million people on the internet who speak Arabic. Arabic internet users. We're talking about a growth of over 2,500% annually. And this is a number that always is discussed about the growth of Arabic users on the internet. And then you see the content on social media. Content created, content consumed. Generally, this is not a new fact. The observation that I have is the people who focus on Arabic content, who do these statistics that we always see floating around the internet, are marketeers, salespeople, people who have their drive to know this data, to analyze this data, is to sell stuff, to sell products, which it's part of their job, but it does drive consumerism. It does drive a culture of stuff, content about stuff.
I'll put some stuff in here, put some stuff down there. Here's another place for some stuff here. I'll put some stuff over there. You put your stuff over there. I'm putting my stuff over here. Here's another place for some stuff. Hey, we got more places than we've got stuff.
And that's not a problem. Any content or marketeers, they're just doing their job, and that's fine. But my observation is that we only have 3% of content online being in Arabic. It's very ironic that I'm speaking in English now, but it's because of the platform. So how much content do we have, or good content, on the cloud, where people can search for knowledge, for information, where they can read? So ismi Omar Hussain, my name is Omar Hussain. I have over 100 million views on the internet, approaching 100 years of watch time. Recently, I have created a series of videos called The 3-Minute Show. I can convey any message, al-mafrood, in 3 minutes. You may agree, you may not agree, and that's fine. And I'll try to do that right now. In 3 minutes, try to convey my message. So, listen to me. The slides say listen to me, so please do. There are two types of people. People who create content and people who consume content. And it's not a full-time job. So you could be a banker that creates content. You could be a banker that consumes content. There is no third, okay? And by content, I mean very, very basic content. You pick up your phone, Dr. Saleh does it, he creates content, and then you speak your mind, your ideas, your thoughts, or you might write a blog and you upload it. You might have a podcast. My message today, in the 3 minutes, is try to get you to agree to try to create Arabic content in the cloud. I believe that anyone can create content. A certain few people should, and then a certain specific people who are sitting here must. It is our responsibility, because a fraction of your experience is invaluable. Just a small portion, just 5 minutes from your time of a blog of your experience of starting a business in Saudi Arabia, of applying to schools, of climbing a specific mountain that apparently everyone is climbing now. It's very valuable to other people. It is more valuable than their 5 years in university. And we're talking about the Arabic world, العالم العربي كله. Now, the barriers for us to create content is we're busy. I am busy is code for I don't see the return on investment of creating content because I could be doing something else which would make me more money or more fame or whatever, more something else. And so one is we're busy. Two is not a lot of people will see it. I am not famous. I am a scientist. I am an academic. I am an entrepreneur. يعني ماني مشهور. Not a lot of people will see my content. And that is code for I will not get the instant gratification that social media promises me. صح? We use social media and it drives instant gratification, which is the more likes I get, the more dopamine or whatever happens in our brain makes us happy. And I really don't have a convincing argument here other than contributing to the cloud is a very selfless experience. You really don't get a direct return. I write a review about a product in Arabic. Someone in Jordan, someone in Morocco, someone in Palestine will read that review. I may not know that he read it. I may not know that he learned from my video how to apply to schools in Harvard. I may not know. It's a selfish experience. I did a small experiment. In my bio, I asked you to send me an email. If my calculations are correct, 3% of you sent me an email. And there's nothing wrong with you guys. It's just that we don't read. I don't think most of you read the bios. And that's fine. Because today, al-alam, we are selective readers. People will search for content. So if you throw in magazines and plans and videos, وش عارف إيه, I don't think a lot of people will read it. People go and Google and they search for something. I want you to contribute to the cloud, so for when someone searches for that something, they will find it. That one person, those 10 people, those 100 people, those 1,000 people, whatever. It's a worldwide problem or a challenge. So it is not limited geographically. Pitbull is also known as Mr. Worldwide. I thought he would be the most suitable picture. If you don't get the joke, then you are really old. So I think it is. I think it's a sin if you go through this lifetime with whatever experiences you have, with whatever journey you have gone through, successful or failure, and you don't leave a digital footprint for someone to search for and be inspired by, for someone to learn from. I have only one comment from a fan or a follower on my laptop. It's the only comment I have. I have it for years. I screenshot, I put it on my Mac, because I think the number, we're always crazed about going big numbers, but sometimes quality is very valuable, and impacting one person's life sometimes is more valuable than reaching out to tens and thousands of people, which is also important. I'm not saying this is not important. And that comment says, I used to enjoy your videos very much. I watched them with my mom until she passed away. And for me, that was, I feel I was part of someone's happiness and life. And it drives me whenever I feel, screw this, I don't want to do this. I watch that, I open that one comment that I have on my computer. And I ask you to give it a shot. Not to be multi-million views, but to contribute to the cloud selflessly, so someone can see how does Abdullah manage his family. Not your secret recipe for success. They want to know something else. What books does Hatem read? What made Noura decide to study في أمريكا مش بريطانيا? What were the the challenges for Dr. Lama in raising kids and having a career, it doesn't need to be controversial. Just contribute to the cloud.